Good afternoon, I'm Meg Kilgannon. I represent the Family Research Council, founded 40 years ago to protect the interests of families in the nation's capital and around the country. The ERA is only necessary if one believes that worth and dignity are conferred upon a person by the state or government. But we know our rights come from God, and that He designed men and women with equal dignity and complementary gifts. These gifts cannot be enhanced by legal means or enforcement. They can only be diminished. Men and women are different and complementary in beautiful ways. This complementarity is easily seen in the family, where in marriage, a man and a woman cooperate with God's divine creative power, sharing an act of love so powerful that life is generated. This pre-political ordering of the family is often imitated and attacked, but it is for this ultimate purpose that sex differences are designed. The ERA fails to understand this basic truth. The ERA has also failed to keep up with the times. The U.S. Supreme Court's majority decision in Bostock v. Clayton County legally redefined sex discrimination in Title VII to include sexual orientation and gender identity. The Biden administration has used the Bostock opinion to erroneously expand that radical redefinition into other areas. For example, to eliminate biological sex distinctions in Title IX, the statute governing women's sports. Liberal legal scholars have raised concerns that the ERA would negatively impact women. The courts would likely apply strict scrutiny to any law that distinguishes between the sexes, thereby prohibiting policies that specifically benefit women. As Phyllis Schlafly warned years ago, women could be drafted for military service in times of war if the ERA were ratified. The ERA is an outdated amendment to address practical issues that have been resolved since its proposal over 50 years ago. Women have equal access to credit, consumer goods, education, employment, and military service. Women graduate from college at higher rates than men. We all managed to get here today and speak to you with our families standing firmly behind us without the ERA. So we managed to accomplish all of these things in a society where we have equal rights, in fact. So family life can and does flourish because of the dignity of sex differences and not in spite of them. Because it cannot ensure or enhance the dignity of the human person, the ERA was unnecessary in 1972, just like it is now. Thank you.